Okay, back on the trail. It's just past 9 o'clock. Got dropped off by the shuttle, and we're heading up to Deep Creek, and hopefully we'll get ourselves further away. Supposed to be getting good weather today, warming up between the upper 40s, low 50s. Right now, as you can see, we're still covered with snow on the ground. It's only about 30 some degrees right now, but it's supposed to be melting off. Little luck. Now here's a quick update. I'm standing on the summit of Standing Indian Mountain, which is approximately 5,400 feet. I just passed Standing Indian Shelter a couple miles back. I'm moving on. Got about another 10 miles or so to go, 12, maybe even 12 to get today's hike done. I'm doing a longer day to make up for the loss yesterday. As you can see, we got our blue skies back. Weather conditions aren't too bad. We're supposed to have blue skies all day. Temperatures are supposed to get up into the mid-50s, and tonight drop down to only the mid-40s. So it's going to be warm tonight. Still got a lot of snow. You can see the trail isn't bad for hiking right here anyway. I did run into patches of, well, actually it's been probably 75% snow and bare trail then, and then a few spots of very slick solid sheets of ice. But if you're careful, you don't need traction device. Just be aware of what you're on. So just wanted to give an update. I'm headed downhill now, and hopefully the winds will settle down. We got 25-mile-an-hour winds going right now with gusts up to 50, and that's supposed to keep going all day, but that will depend on which side of the mountain I'm on. So here is a nice view of the east of a ridge I'm on, somewhere just shy of Albert Mountain. I'm on my way to my shelter. Is only about 5 miles or so. It's called Long Branch Shelter is where I'm headed, and that's just past this Albert Mountain. I guess there's a fire tower there. Anyway, I decided I had to stop and get a picture of this view. You see way out there, I'm not sure what that white spot is, if that's some kind of a lake or what. But anyway, as you can see, the snow has totally gone away now. It is just fantastic up here. So, I think I'll go ahead and let this run a few minutes while I'm walking down the trail. Let you see what's going on. It's really gotten to be a nice day. Real comfortable. Wind's still blowing, you can probably hear it, but it's not bad. Temperature's gotten up to where the wind actually feels kind of nice now, otherwise it would be a little bit overly warm. But it's been a beautiful day. I can't believe how good a time I've made. The mountains I've been coming up have all been real gradual climbs, which is nice. I never complain over that, both up and down. About the only thing really that I've been having trouble with is the mud they have here. It's the only thing I seem to be slipping on, and I've had multiple slips of those. Yesterday I took a fall. I don't think I mentioned that. Almost went over the bank, but not quite. But yeah, you take a step and you think it's fairly solid, and you slide. I've had no problem with wet rocks, no problem with wet leaves, no problem with the snow, no problem with the ice, but I'm having a hell of a time with the mud. So I'm not sure what's going on there. They have strange mud down here, I don't know. But anyway, so you can see the trail's pretty much like this right now. High up, high altitude, because I think we're about 4,900 feet. So the trees aren't doing a whole lot. But anyway, and there you go, people. That is the lookout on top of Albert Mountain. And if I have this book figured out right, that is where I am headed. Looks like lots of fun, huh? More videos from the top. Alright, people, I am standing on the summit of Albert Mountain, just over 5,200 feet. There you got this board up here. It tells about the mountain living laboratory. I don't know how much this is focusing in because they got shadows and stuff. Up above they're showing the names of watersheds, rivers, the different mountains. You can get the real view. There is the real view out there. Zoom in a little here. Is that not beautiful sight? And people want to know why I like to get to the summit of a mountain. Fantastic. So, started this morning about 10 after 9. It's now 3:20. So I'm not doing too bad considering the ups and downs. I have to say though, this last little bit to get up to the summit brought back memories of the old scrambling days. Just like in the Cascades. You gotta work to get to the top. Other than the last scrambling bit, a few hundred feet, the rest of it, the rest of the whole day has been pretty gradual climbing. Trails have been real gradual, nothing exciting. No workout really at all. In fact, I'm barely working up a sweat now that I'm even at the top. And if I'm not mistaken, that's pretty much downhill from here. So, till we get to camp. Well, it's wrap up time for, what is this, day 9, 4/17. Just finished up a 20.6 mile hike today. It's the longest day I've had so far. Started out, Shuttle dropped us off at 9:10 and we got right on the trail. Summited Albert Mountain at 3 o'clock, that was the biggie. Got to Rock Gap Shelter at 5:30, so ended up putting in 20.6 miles in roughly 8 hours and 20 minutes. Damn good day. So, sitting here now, I'm pitched way outside from the shelter. The shelter's packed, the tent sites are packed. So my friend and I, who goes by the name of Ghost, him and I came downhill as opposed to uphill like everybody else was doing, and we found a nice flat spot that has a number of tent sites, and we got them all to ourselves because nobody wants to come this far down the hill. So screw them. Anyway, tomorrow's going to be back to the 15-mile day, and then another 15-mile day the following day, and I will be at the NOC, the knock, in 2 days, actually the very early morning of the third day. So I'm still running ahead of time. I caught back up on the mileage I lost because of our weather and my own personal screw up of layering my clothing. If I had been thinking better, I would not have been wearing the clothes I had been the day of the rainstorm, and of course then that would have given me extra dry clothes and I could have stayed out of having to go to Franklin for the night. But what the heck, live and learn. So with that, let's see. Oh yes, the one Bega Point event today was I passed the official 100-mile mark, which technically is, they got Albert Mountain at like 99.6 or 99.7, something like that. So somebody wrote graffiti on the side of the stairs on the tower saying that that is the 100-mile mark. So anyway, give or take, I'm at 105 miles now, where my tent site is. So I have officially crossed the 100-mile mark. And if you add the 8.8 for the approach trail, I passed the 100-mile mark 9 miles ago. So anyway, things are moving right along. I am feeling great. I'm not sure where I got all my energy today. Maybe it's from sleeping in a really comfy bed at the hotel instead of the hostel. I am finding the hostels are not as nice as I had hoped. Too many late night people, the younger generation, and I mean young by like early 20s. They want to stay up half the night and watch TV and play card games and such, and so it's really hard to get a good night's sleep. Not to mention the mattresses are not the best in the world. So it cost me a few bucks. It was $20 round trip on the shuttle, and then it was $49 for splitting my half of the room for the rental of the room. The room cost $100. But it was really a nice room, and it was fun kicking back and laying on a really comfy bed and eating pizza and having a couple of cold beers for the first time since I started. So with that, I wrap up day 9. Day 10 is supposed to be just as good a weather as today. Same kind of wind, which is a pain in the butt because it is really high. It's about 25, 35 miles an hour winds with gusts up to 50. Temperature is supposed to be about the same, maybe a little higher. So I think even though we've got a lot of ups and downs, the guidebook is showing some pretty good, a lot of hills to go up and down, but and it's a steady grade up to the next shelter. But I don't think it'll be all that bad. If I can get the 15 in, I'll be happy. Hopefully, I haven't looked that close to see what water supplies are, but I think we'll be all right. So with that, I am going to call it good for the night, and I will see if I can get a connection. Maybe I can get this video up tonight.